Welcome back to the More Weekly, the show where we bring you the latest news around Alhambra High. I'm your co-anchor, Melanie.
And I'm your co-anchor, Colin. Now, let's start off with a few announcements.
Seniors, make sure to keep checking your emails. Make sure that your measurements for caps and gowns are set. You can purchase them for $19 through the Google form sent to your school email. The deadline is March 15th, and the sooner you fill it out, the better.
Remember that next Monday, we don't have any school because it is President's Day. Also, on February 23rd, seniors remember that the senior panorama picture will be taken in the large gym from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Make sure you turn in your dance contracts for Sadie's or you will be unable to attend. The deadline is February 18th. Seniors, make sure to keep checking your emails. Make sure that your measurements for caps and gowns are set. You can purchase them for $19 through the Google form sent to your school email. The deadline is March 15th, and the sooner you fill it out, the better.
Remember that next Monday, we don't have any school because it is President's Day. Also, on February 23rd, seniors remember that the senior panorama picture will be taken in the large gym from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Make sure you turn in your dance contracts for Sadie's or you will be unable to attend. The deadline is February 18th.
Next up, we have an opinion segment on sports. And here to share some thoughts is Daimi.
Unfairness. It often happens and is overlooked because it is always bound to happen. Depending on the sport, schools tend to rely on and fund some sports more than others. To be specific, the funding for male sports highly dominates the funding for female sports. Along with that, sports that are not as popular tend to be overlooked and forgotten by the school. Students join sports for the hope to learn more and play games. However, it becomes a problem when schools lack the proper funding to support a team. On one hand, sports such as basketball, football, and soccer have the most support and most advertisement. Therefore, they don't have to worry about funding since the school already backs the sports up. Those are the sports that people are excited to see because they are the ones being supported by the school. School support is the main factor that keeps the sport together. If there's a lack of coaching or funds, the sport cannot continue. Funds drive a sport, and favorable sports such as football take so much money from the school. If one sport is more funded than another, it hurts the athletes in the long run. According to the Campanile, by spending extra money on football, schools are putting necessity for money over the well-being of students. Funding isn't the only problem with unfairness. Transportation is also a key factor in this. In the Campanile, it is said that schools feel the most favorable sports are the ones that require all the transportation, whereas sports that are not as well supported need to find rides on their own. On the other hand, basketball and other well-funded sports do not have to worry about transportation since there will always be a bus for all games. The problem is not the sports and the coaches. It is the school and higher-ups who control funding. Not only that, the school also does not advertise other sports like they advertise basketball and football. Those are the sports that are being paid for and that are making the money for the school. So when will this unfairness change? When will schools learn to do better?
Thanks, Daimi. California has recently considered ending the mask mandates in schools. Here to give us more information and how it would affect us is Linda.
After about 2 years of having to wear masks outside, returning to the old normal may now seem alien. As of February 7th, Gavin Newsom announced that statewide indoor mask mandate will end for vaccinated people on February 15th. This follows a trend that some states have been following throughout the nation. Oregon, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Delaware have loosened mask mandates for schools. This illustrates the possibility for the same decision to be made in California because of the existence of the precedent. The removal of the mask mandate will affect the vast majority of Californians, considering that 70% of Californians are fully vaccinated, meaning they have either received both shots of a 2-dose regimen for Pfizer or Moderna or the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. All in all, after a long period of time living under a new normal, emergence into past circumstances feels alien.
Thanks, Linda. For now, we'll continue following the current mask mandates. Next up, we have Sinew and Duran to show you a new dish that you can cook at home. Get ready for cooking with Sinew.
that looks delicious. Thanks, Sinu. That's all for this week. Tune in next week for the next edition of the More Weekly.
Go Moors!